Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Broonzy, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
I learned to skate on Shadow Lake. I learned to ride the waves at Ocean Beach. I learned to walk on my mama's kitchen floor. I never knew what it was to sink into brown eyes like yours. It's too late for jack-o'-lanterns. It's too soon for Christmas lights. And I don't know, I said I don't know if the moon is full tonight. But maybe we could celebrate by counting all the stars. And maybe we could spend forever deciding which one is ours. 'Cause I've never been so old, never been deeper. Oh, I've never been tired. Said I'm just more, and I've never been so. I look out at the edge of the garden. I look into the afternoon light that I wrap your present in that fancy gold. If I could just stay in this moment, I would sell on his own. If this is growing old together, I have no fear of growing old. 'Cause I've never been so, I've never been deeper. Said I've never been tired. Well, I'm just more, and I've never been so. Did you know I could sing that low, Ralph? Ooh.
I did not.
Thank you.
Yes, here we are on Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and if you've been paying attention and you're a regular viewer, you know that our guest is Sarah Greene.
She is, and she's fighting with her collar. The more we fight, the further away we get from attaining our goal.
And after finishing school, she became an award-winning musician.
You know, actually in 10th grade, I went to something that used to be a finishing school. By the time I got there, it was a performing arts school. This is called the Walnut Hill School in Natick, Massachusetts. And by the time I got there, it was infiltrated with ballerinas and you know, these kind of people and stuff, but years before it had been a finishing school, and I do need to change that phrase in my bio because everybody says after finishing school, after you learned how to pour tea and play bridge.
And I thought that you were going to say, when you started there, it was a finishing school, and when you finished with it, it wasn't anymore.
Exactly. I tore it up. Well, you see, I was a serious field hockey player. I mean, freshman all the way through, I played varsity, center, halfback. Don't get in my way. And I went to the school for a year, and it was just like, of course, the field hockey team was not what it might have been.
They were dainty.
They were few and far between because we kept getting elbowed out of the way by the anorexic ballerinas. The skim milk and vinegar on the iceberg lettuce people, of which I was not one.
Got it. There's some other interesting facts in your bio here I want to share with people.
And that's FACT we learned from last time, right? Let's review that class.
Her eponymous.
There you go.
Is that how you pronounce it? Eponymous,
yeah.
release. That means named after herself. Was nominated in the 1995 NAIRD Awards for Best Adult Contemporary Album of the Year. And the single off this album, Joey, won the 1995 Billboard Song Contest.
All of that's the God's honest truth.
I know that's hard to win because I entered. All I ever got was a
T-shirt.
No, I got a
honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Yes. And Dating in the 90s is the official theme song for National Condom Week, 2 years running.
That's true. That's true. So I call my mom, right, and I say, Mom, now there's no way to get this woman even to raise her eyebrows anymore with anything that I do because, I mean, I give new meaning to the word black sheep, okay? In fact, it was very interesting, and I hope my sisters are not watching because this was something she said very nice about me and not so terribly nice about them, which is that, Sarah, you know, you're the only one of all my girls, and there are 5 of us, who doesn't have an advanced degree, and you're by far the most interesting conversationalist of any of them. So, thanks, Mom! At a school of life, right?
That
yeah,
parental approval goes a long way.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, Madonna's still looking for it. Paul Simon's still looking for it. We're all still looking for it, no matter what. Ralph Litwin may still be looking for it. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in next week to find out.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I got this call. I did a show in D.C. and I played Dating in the 90s, which is the condom song. And next thing I know, I'm like, I've gotten into the machinery of this National Condom Week thing that always happens in February around Valentine's Day. And they gave me a call from San Francisco and they asked if they could use the recording and do a whole press release. And hey, you know.
There you have it.
Better to talk about it beforehand. I always say, you know, it's more fun to do the pre-planning than the family planning center thing later.
I agree.
You know.
Play another song before we get in trouble.
Je te cherchais, j'avais envie de te parler. Moi je t'aime, tu sais, mais où sont les mots pour l'expliquer? Tout le moment, personne ne peut m'écouter. C'est la musique qui m'aide dans la vie, qui a besoin de beaucoup d'amis. Mais encore j'adore les sourires, et je n'ai jamais vu une guitare qui peut rire. Et tout le moment, personne
pretty song. And some fern tongue.
Fern. Well, you know, normally I go through, before I play that song, normally I go through and I say, for all those of us who might not be fluent in French, here's what the bloody thing is about. But I was making such a quick exit that I just blew right into it.
Okay, well, let's hear what was it about.
Well, the first verse says, I was looking for you because I needed to talk to you, because I'm in love with you. Moi, je t'aime, tu sais, but where are the words to explain how I'm feeling? And then the chorus, tout le monde m'entend, everybody listens to me, but nobody hears me. And the second verse is, it's music that helps me through life. Who needs friends, anyway? Certainly not Sarah G. But I love smiles, and I've never seen a guitar laugh. Everybody listens to me, and nobody hears me. Actually, a French assignment for 11th grade French. Got an A.
That was productive.
Kept playing it.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it's even more beautiful when you know what it means.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice. Now, some of our viewers may be looking at your guitar saying, what the heck is that thing?
So let's give the rundown, Ralph, shall we? Originally, we had a 57 reissue Strat.
Stratocaster.
Stratocaster by the Fender Guitar Company, okay? We'll speak not in tongues, but in long, full, non-abbreviated words. And what happened is, as a woman guitar player, and I won't launch into my whole political spiel about that, but I do feel that, for example, with men and women, they make different sized tennis rackets, they make different sized backpacks, different sized bicycles, on and on, right? So why not have a woman's size? Because I'm never going to have the upper body that a man has, or the the muscle tissue, on and on. You know, that anatomy and physiology whole Grey's Anatomy thing, which all of you are so hip to. Okay, so what I did is I began by cutting down. Don't worry, it was a 57 reissue, it was not a 57. With my little saw, I went up to the roof of my apartment, borrowed a bandsaw, and went zip, zip, zip. And
you really are afraid of nothing.
I'm afraid of nothing. It's true. And so I played it that way for a while. If you see, later on in the hour, we'll look at the beginning of, the front of the CD, and you'll see what the Strat used to look like.
We might as well show it now while we're talking about it.
We colorized it, obviously, here, but that's, you see, it looks like a Stratocaster. There we go. And then, so what happened is I decided that what I needed was a solid piece of wood, because, in the Strat you have pickup cutaways and everything, and so whatever. I went to the lumber yard, and I'm trying to make this like the short version of a very long story. I went to the lumber yard and I put a tuning fork on all these different pieces of wood, and I ended up with this piece of walnut. This is a solid piece of walnut, and I had a carpenter make a couple of custom cuts for the, this is a, I can obviously mention names since we were talking about Fender.
Sure.
This is a Seymour Duncan Cool Rails pickup, especially for blues. And this is the bridge that came directly off of the Strat. I just transferred it over. We made a telly, back here, because it doesn't have the whammy, because I'm not a whammy player. I don't really need that. We were talking about Floyd Rose earlier. And then what I did is I hardwired the Duncan to the DOD EQ and volume. See, there's no circuitry in the guitar for the pickup. It goes directly to this. And then I wired an on-off switch. This actually runs on a 9-volt battery, so this is like the preamp. Are you with me so far?
I'm with you.
I love that. And that's basically, oh yes, and then it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm deciding, oh gosh, this is like what the raw, of course there's dirt on it now, but the raw walnut looked like, and I was thinking, my ideal color for this piece of walnut would be this kind of almost popsicle-ish color, and the only thing open at 2 o'clock in the morning in the Midwest, which is where I was the High V, which is like the 24-hour grocery store, and I needed a water-soluble color anyway, so we got food coloring. And so I did a little 6th grade science test, 1 drop of blue, 3 drops of red, and 2 cups of water, and scooched it on with the paper towel, let it dry, and did a nice satiny finish. And that's all she wrote, basically. So it's my size, it's my weight. It's called the SG Blues Guitar, and I actually am putting them into production because women on the road keep saying, where can I get one of these? It's finally my size, it doesn't break my back, blah, 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 blah. So
Cool.
that's the story.
So now you can get it. You can buy an SG guitar.
You can, SG Blues, yep.
Wow. And if you want more information about that, you should call Sarah's 800 number.
She has an 800 number until she dies. Even on her gravestone, it's going to say 1-800-579-9528. It's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't want to deal with voicemail and you just want to go like this, you can go visit www.sarahgreene, one word, Sarah has an H, Greene has an E.com. Or email the SG Blues Conglomerate at sgblues, one word, at AOL.com. We are here for you, Ralph.
You're technologically complete.
Hey, if I could avoid it, I would, but, you want to get out there, you want to play with the big boys, you got to use the big boys' toys, you know what I'm saying? Built for Comfort,
Okay.
man. Tell me about that song.
Well, first I'm going to tell you.
Oh,
I,
about
on
the
the other
silver
hand,
tone. This has
went
got
to
it
the
going on,
auction
man.
at the benefit concert and found for $25 in the auction a Sears Silvertone.
This
Look
has
at,
got
listen
it
to
going
that
on,
tone.
man. This is a great guitar. I love this guitar.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. With these 1950s style cover plates for the
covers, yep.
pickups. Looks
it's
like your
totally
toaster or something. Anyway, the song is an old blues song that I just stole the title and rewrote it because I couldn't remember anything else about it.
And under copyright laws, you're so more than welcome to do that. Isn't that a beautiful thing?
A wonderful thing. I'm a great big fat guy, just can't get enough of them sweet dessert things and my baby's love. I'm built for comfort, built for comfort. I ain't built for speed. 200 pounds of loving, give my baby what you need. Had to be a fat guy, shopping for me clothes and letting pretty women lead me round by the nose. I'm built for comfort.
Built for comfort.
I ain't built for speed, for comfort, not for speed. 205 pounds of love, give my baby what you need. Play that guitar. When I'm loving you, babe, I love to make it last. I'm built for comfort.
Built for comfort.
I ain't built for speed. Slim guy may be fast, may not give you what you need. Well, food ain't but the one thing that I like to eat. I'll savor the flavor when I taste my baby's treat. I'm built for comfort.
Built for comfort.
I ain't built for speed. Slim guy may be fast, may not give you what you need. Should, but I can tell you, baby, it tastes awful good. I'm built for comfort.
Built for comfort.
I ain't built for speed. 215. Give my baby what she needs. Play it again, Sarah. Jealous of my main squeeze. Get more licks in one night than a ton of tasty freeze. I'm built for comfort, built for comfort. I ain't built for 210 pounds of love. Give my baby what she needs.
Ralph Litwin, yeah.
Thank you, Ms.
Come on,
Greene.
you're not 250, dude. Come on,
That was
clock it up.
215.
Oh, 215, all right, good.
Moving in on 220.
All right, well, you're worth
For
every
all the
pound
world
of it,
to
you know
know.
what I mean?
My massage therapist says I carry it well. That's good enough for me.
There you go. Where would we be without massage therapy?
We'd be tense as anything. That's where we'd be.
There we'd be, see? Where would we be without massage therapy?
Oh, no.
Where would we... Okay, sorry. Always the songwriting vulture.
Okay. You're welcome to it.
I'm welcome to being a songwriting vulture.
No, that title.
Oh, thank you.
Just give me a credit.
You got it.
Oh, how's our time? I guess we should have you sing another song.
I would love to sing another song, you know. Ooh, move a little closer, can't you feel I'm attracted to you? Yeah, and every time we touch, I can feel how you want to pursue. Some things come easy, baby. Some things require no effort at all. The look in my eyes should make you want to fall into my arms. Don't hold back, no reason to hide. Don't you hide from me, baby. I know it's getting late, but relax. We on the same side. You could turn around and say you want to spend the night with me. It's a no special training, no MIT. Cause this ain't rocket science, baby. This ain't rocket science. This is love. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This ain't rocket science, baby. This ain't rocket science. This is love. Oh, this is love. So move a little closer, can't you feel I'm attracted to you? Yeah. And every time we touch, I can feel how you want to pursue. You could turn around and say you want to spend the night with me. You know you could, baby. No special training, no MIT. Cause this ain't rocket science, baby. This ain't rocket science. This is love. Oh, oh. rocket science, baby. This ain't rocket science, this is love. This ain't rocket science. I tell you that this ain't rocket science, baby. Yeah, this ain't rocket science. Oh, this love. This is love. This is love. Rocket science, yeah.
This ain't rocket science.
This ain't rocket science.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a very funny thing. Should I interrupt myself, or can I tell you my very funny thing?
Well, if you can tell it quickly.
I can tell it so quickly.
Okay, let's go.
Here's how quickly it goes. I'm in Jonesboro, Tennessee, and usually I have a free CD giveaway during my show. And at this particular time, I decided to have the prize be in whoever has the best definition of irony. And on my bio, of course, after the finishing school part, it says that I went to Smith College. And so the guy writes in the audience, he wrote, Smith College in Jonesboro, Tennessee. That was his definition of irony. But only him and me got how ironic that was. You must be Jesus, 'cause you made the rain stop, and you wrap the room around me. Maybe you just work for him, maybe you get paid to snare me in this trap of free lunch that's been laid on this table. You must be Judas. Think you had the whole thing planned. Run your fingers through my greasy hair till the devil